All right. Hey, what's up, Mr. Polito students? This is Mr. Polito. Really quickly, I just wanted to share with you some instructions because some students have had some questions on the Twitter feed assignment, and I want you to be successful. So here we go. First of all, who are you? Obviously, name of historical figure. Location. I've had a question on location. So your location can either be where you were born, or your location could be like where you did most of your adult work during your adult life. If you're an explorer, your location might be the Atlantic Ocean, or it might be the places you've explored. So that location area right there, that's kind of up to you, your creativity, what you want to choose as the location. Obviously, it has to be somewhere where they lived during their life. Born in what year? You just put that there. The header photo, we've already talked about a header photo, so that should be pretty straightforward, as well as a bio, Twitter bio. What do you want their Twitter bio to be? That's just their biography in 140 characters or less. How many followers? We talked about followers already. If you're not sure about Twitter ratio, we talked a little bit about this in a couple of my classes, but I can help you out with that when I get back next week. So don't get too hung up on the Twitter ratio. This is something I really want you to focus on. Name 5 historical Twitter accounts that you might follow, individuals or nations or other institutions. Now, you can choose, so let's say you're Christopher Columbus, for example. You could choose, a couple of your followers might be Ferdinand and Isabella because they were the king and queen of Spain who financed Columbus's voyage to go to the New World. But you could also, normally Twitter followers, obviously they're around at the same time you're around. But if you wanted to put like a couple different explorers, if you're Columbus, for example, like Ferdinand Magellan or Vasco da Gama or Vasco Nunez de Balboa, they didn't all quite live at the same time. But if you wanted to take a little bit of license and you wanted to, put followers that are kind of similar, right? Maybe you can take a little bit of liberty on that. Individuals who are similar to who they were. If it's a king, you could choose other kings, or if it's a queen or whatever. But it should be people who that your person would have been interested in, right? So those are the historical Twitter accounts that you might follow. Hashtags. So you're going to create these hashtags here. Of like trending topics. What would have been a hot topic during the Reformation or during the time of exploration or during the time when Cortez is conquering the Aztecs? So what would have been some hot trending topics? And those are going to be your hashtags. What year are you choosing to travel to for this person? So you have to pick some year. Like that's going to be the year that it is happening, that your Twitter account is taking place. So obviously it has to be sometime during their lifetime. And then I want you to start thinking about tweets, right? So what's one thing, an example of like a tweet that you might put out to your followers? What kind of picture or video might you send out? You don't need to draw it. And of course, you're not having to create a real video unless you wanted to, which would be awesome. And we can work on that next week. But just kind of think about what would you take a picture of, or what would you shoot a video of if they had this ability to do this in the 1500s or the 1600s or whatever. Retweet. So retweets, you may have heard of retweets. It's when you take what somebody says and you put it back out there. So you take their quote and you can either be like, hey, this person's awesome, I agree with them, and retweet that. Or you can do it negatively. Like you can, if you're Martin Luther, you might take a retweet, you might retweet what the Pope put out and say, oh my gosh, can you believe this guy? I totally disagree with him. And you could retweet negatively and negatively react. So that's up to you. And then I just want you to think of at least one like big event, big news event, like a big thing that happened, kind of like events that changed the world. So that's going to be another one of your tweets. And finally, an opinion. So your 5th tweet, of course, you can have more tweets, but your 5th tweet is going to be like you expressing an opinion on what you think about something. So hopefully that helps you to better answer some of your questions for the Twitter feed for a historical figure assignment. Do the best you can, support each other, help each other out, and we'll actually create the project. We'll put it together and make it look amazing next week when I get back on Monday. Thank you. Be good. Make me proud. And I'll see you on Monday. Thanks. Bye-bye.